I think we are live, and if today is the first day you are seeing me, you are highly welcome, and may God bless all of you. I don't know whether this thing is right as it is because we are live at the moment. Okay, we are live now. Just a quick second. Let me share something to the group so that we can continue with what we are set out to do today. We, we have a lot to talk about, and hopefully, we will get. Okay, hopefully, we will get to what we are set out to do. So, this video is basically for people that have skills. They don't have normal education, like we all know. To seek for proper study visa, or to even face preparation for um, Schengen visa. So these are the people like, when somebody finish primary school, they want to go and learn work. They have a skill, a very, very nice skill that that is required in this Europe. So carpenter, welder, bricklayer, roofing, tiling. What again? There are a lot. There are lots. My brain is not. There are lots. Like anything in building, anything in construction, anything in machine mending and iron bender. That kind of those things. Anything in decorating, like people into painting, people into rigging, and people into like people that work after the house has been built, like people that do decoration, they do the painting, they do the cutting, this kind of skills. So those people, those skills that they have is sort out, skills in Europe. Another thing that you have to bear in mind these days is not everybody that can withstand the process of filing for visa application, filing for this and this, like administrative part of going abroad. Because going abroad is not easy. You have to run the bank, you have to run the application, you have to run the interview. Then after the interview, you have to start processing everything that you need in case if you meet border forces on your way. So these are so much for this kind of people that have these skills. Plumbing, a plumber might not have that kind of skill to withstand, what is required for this kind of application. Now, where am I going to? I'm going to. There are not only governments, there are many offices, like, not you cannot say I cannot say offices, but agencies. Let me just call them agencies. There are agencies that will do the whole processing for you to come over. They have jobs, they have like companies that they are working with. I can't call them recruitment agency, or I can't call them an immigration agency. I don't even know what, maybe human resources. You understand? So they prepare you from back home and take you now to do those kind of job. In Serbia, Albania, Montenegro, these three countries, I have all those agencies' websites. I yesterday I said on weekend there are many supply of links I will give you. Is among the link I'm preparing since morning today. So now, these countries I have mentioned, they are poor country in Europe. When Europe, like a Germany, UK, are talking, those countries are not talking. So you can see in the thumbnail, I showed you the map where it is. Albania is between, Italy is here, Greece is here, then Albania is in one corner, and Bulgaria and Montenegro and Serbia. So these countries are not the A list countries in the uh, um, Europe. Serbia, Albania, and Montenegro, they are not part of European Union, and they are not part of Schengen Community, Economic Community. So, which leaves us to a lot of things. Now, the question you might be asking me is this: why would somebody go there? Because they are in Europe, but they are not in this economic group. So, which means it's easier when you get there and develop this skill with European experience. You can now start moving to these countries that are closer to them, that have uh, um, that are member of European Union, member of Schengen visa, member of NATO. I don't know whether I'm making sense. I'm trying to explain these things so that people that I told to come for and watch this live will understand it, because if they are skilled, they have limited education, they might not get what I'm saying. So now, how do you start? You message those people, you fill application. Probably, let me just give an example. You are a plumber, you use I don't know whether they give certificate for plumbing. I think it's for people that went to technical school, college, like something like GTC and Enugu. I don't know whether those kind of schools are in other places. So some people that went that kind of schools can get certificate for those kind of courses. I don't know whether there's a standard national certificate for that kind of profession. But if there's not, the main purpose I'm doing this video is for you how to get this standard certification, because obviously Europe is different from Nigeria. Nigeria, a company might employ you as a plumber. You are a plumber, they will not ask you for this certificate. But in Europe, it's a different, that's a threshold. You need to pass some certain stage, certain things to be able to say that you can do this work professionally. So let me just give you an idea. Now, for instance, you went to school, but after university, or you don't have any job, or you know this skill, or even your father knows these skills, and you want to move to Europe. The first step is to go online, search where is Udemy or Allison, get a standard flat certification for that. Maybe because your father will not, your father that teach you that job, except is a very, very organized company, they might not give you certificates. Like, okay, when we are doing COS, there's a girl that have done auxiliary nurse. Let me just tell you how this Nigeria thing is. She has done the auxiliary nurse is basically care work, because they didn't go to nursing school. So now, what happens is this. I asked her, where is the certificate? She said it's the hospital that trained them, the private hospital. They didn't give them certificates. Imagine that. And that time, this girl was able to pass interview, COS, and there's no certificate. And thank God for Mabel in Ireland, because that was when I was doing work visa. It was early 2023, late 2022, 2023, when I was doing this COS application for people. So we were able to quickly go to Allison, get the certificates. This is somebody that I've worked 11 years as auxiliary nurse. There's no certificate to prove it. It doesn't happen in Europe. You must prove it. So for you to prove it, in case you pick this skill, you're a graduate, probably you don't have money to do the proper migration. You want to go through work like these skills, and you don't have certificates to prove that skill. Now, I want you tomorrow go to Demi, type plumbing, basic plumbing skill. Do that online, get that certificate. So use that certificate to apply for job in the link I will give you. Because what will happen is this: when you get this job, the contract they normally give is 2 years work. That 2 years, if you do it, I think the minimum salary in that country is $1,200. So basically, if a company is bringing you after they have spent money in bringing you, flight ticket is not easy, processing visa is not thinkable, and they might have they will not pay you more money, they will pay you minimum wage. But the catch is this: you are going for European skill experience, and that is what you will use to come to places like Germany, UK, and all that. So don't mind how much they will pay you for that 2 years. That minimum wage, I think, 1,200 in dollar. Let me get it in naira. I'm so sorry. Let me just do a quick naira. Uh, let me let me check how much is naira. I think 1,200 dollar. I don't know how much is naira. I've lost this thing. I've lost track in the daily dollar rate to naira. Okay. Ah, okay. Hmm. Okay, 1,200 dollar is 1.8 million. Hmm. Nigeria, where are we going to? So this is 1.8 million. This is might be what, or a little above it. Maybe let's call it 2 million. That's what you'll be earning monthly. Remember, this kind of money that you earn is not where it starts and ends. Remember, you have rent. The rent is not like Nigeria, you pay peanuts. Not that is expensive. Let me just Google one bed flats or self-con in places like Albania or Serbia. Let me see. Okay, see, I'm getting 150 euro, $150 and $200. So it's not this country will not be expensive because, like I said, they are not A list. I will not even call them B list because all those countries in that side, Albania, Greece, Greece is better than Albania. Albania is a poor country in Europe. I just want to be truthful to you. And Serbia is a poor country in Europe. Montenegro is a poor country in Europe. So the rent is will be so cheap and the food will be so cheap. You understand? So when these are cheap, you are going there for that 2 years to save money because of the limited education you have. You have to stay there and get the skill. Probably when they do training there, they will give you certificates. So that certificate becomes what you will use because it's an European certificate to come to places like to apply for jobs in UK. I don't want to make this video long, but tomorrow I will supply you all the link like I promised. Weekend, maybe Friday night, because today I did like 17 applications, so my brain is not getting in. So uh, tomorrow evening when I finish up, because I've got a plan, then I will share the links. You will go there and look for jobs. Number one, when you get the jobs, that 2 years visa, make use of it to get acquire skills. Even if the company is not giving you certificates, go to a college that will do evening classes after your work to get certificate. That certificate is important. Remember, from back home, you are not coming with any certificate, except the degree holders among us that will now say, okay, when they get there, they will now start flaunting what they studied. So that is it. I will not tell you that more people have gotten jobs. You know, the time we did one-to-one consultation, people that went to Spain, that's 20 people that did that one-to-one consultation. About 5 of them are in Europe. I can tell you, I can authoritatively tell you that 5 of them are in Europe since last year, not this year. So now it depends, and many of them that did that one-to-one group consultation, they are nowhere. They don't know what they want. They don't know whether to come to UK. They don't know whether to go through that process because of the one, limited funds, two, limited education. Number three, you might even be a graduate with this skill, but the course you did might not be favorable for you to get a straight up job in here. Then the number four is most people that train these people in Nigeria don't. In fact, Nigerian NUC, Nigeria University Commission, don't have a standard certification. In UK, we have that. We have like City of Guilds. People that are in UK that are watching me, we have that kind of skill. We have PSN. There are many institutions that you can do that training. They will give you a proper certificate. I think somebody needs to take this thing up. I don't know how to follow it. I would have followed it with NUC. There should be a certificate, a standard national certificate, because just like our WAEC now is being accepted in Europe without having without telling you to do IELTS. So that certificate needs to be accepted for people that did this kind of jobs to come in direct with that certificate and start job here. So you going to Albania or Serbia or Montenegro is for you to bypass, stay in a country where that is secured, in a country that you have free healthcare, then secure European experience that will help you to move to your first choice. Because I understand most of you, your choices are in A list. So you need to prepare yourself to come there. In most cases, due to what dollar and naira are doing to each other, we don't really have that kind of purchasing power with our naira. So this made it impossible for many people to raise funds to come easily to Europe in a list country. But this is the best avenue for you to that you can explore without money and anything and education to move to Europe. I don't know whether I'm making sense. If you have any question, you can ask me a question. If you don't have, we'll call it a night. But remember, tomorrow evening, I will start supplying you all the links and all the information. I'm just putting it together so that you can go and do what you needed to do to be able to secure yourself. I'll be ending this video here. If there's no any question, Mama Shushu, Rejoice Culture, and Dora Paul Ayeni. Good day, all of you, and may God bless you. So this video, I don't want to make it long because yesterday people complained that yesterday video was long. Please, if you're still watching me, can you give us a thumbs up? May God bless you. And if you have anything to ask about this topic, write it in the comment section. And again, come to WTP for the links. I think there are almost 12 links to be shared there so that you can use it to do what you needed to do and to secure yourself. I wish you luck and have a very great night rest. Thank you. Bye.